they would go, and they did build up a little bit of a lead on the chase group, but it didn't take long to do their job at the front.
My name is Jordan Navoda. I'm a 20-year-old athlete from Vancouver, Canada. Growing up, from a young age, I was on skis around 2 years old.
Jordan's down the right ski. Looking ahead, quick switch. Excellent job. Jordan frickin' Navoda, he's killing it.
From 2 to 6, I really progressed in my skiing career, so my dad decided to start racing.
In first place, Jordan Navoda.
So from 12 to 16, I really tried hard in that athletic journey, and I really pushed myself, which was the foundation to where I am now. There was a point in my life where I was very lost with what I wanted to do. I was just lifting weights and it wasn't fulfilling for me anymore. And I'd always been an athlete. And I was just thinking, you know, what can I do? What's the next thing that I can do? What's the next event that I can pursue? And I stumbled across Ironman.
For 35 years, Ironman has defined a sport, growing from a single race into a...
And originally, I wanted to do a full, and then when I looked into it and realized what it took, I said maybe we'll start with a half first. Signing up for it was one of the best things I could have ever done for myself at that time. It brought me out of a moment of distress when I was lost and kind of brought me into the light, helped me figure out what do I enjoy, and I enjoy learning, I enjoy working, and I enjoy suffering. I know the outcome is going to be worth it at the end of the day, and that's kind of what brought me to doing the Ironman. My day-to-day nutrition is typically whatever satisfies me during that day. I don't track macros, I don't track calories, I just eat. I eat and eat and eat, and that's what works for me. But I eat clean. You know, I'm not stuffing my face back with cookies and donuts. Oh yeah. So we're at Costco right now. It is Thursday, and we're gonna be carb loading this week so we don't bonk on my race. We're gonna do 500 grams of carbs today, 350 grams of carbs tomorrow, and then another 350 grams of carbs. Not sure what I'll do on race day. Still have to figure that out. But so far we got some rice, some blueberries, some more fruits here, bread, eggs, of course, some yogurt, a little bit of protein shakes, and I think we're gonna do Rice Krispies as well, maybe some dad cookies. Ooh, yeah. I can't eat that plain of a diet. We still have to pick up some oats and some chicken for protein. But this is basically what I've got so far, and this is what the staple of my diet is going to look like for the next 4 days. And I'm making sure that I am fueling properly throughout the day with these nutrient-dense foods, and that's typically what gets me through. Pre-bike, I'll always have electrolytes with me, have carbohydrate powder, especially on those longer ones when I really need it. All right, guys, we're about to bike 30 kilometers. This is like my last hard bike sesh before we finish up our deload week, and we kind of go into a little taper, really lower the mileage and everything. Basically how I've been feeling with everything on my bike, my run, my swim. I'm feeling pretty confident with this discipline specifically. I have a lot of work that I need to do in terms of maintaining like a high wattage while I'm biking. A good piece of advice that I learned was an Ironman is not about how hard you can push. It's how you can maintain your endurance the whole way through. You know, you don't want to bonk. You want to make sure that you're maintaining your endurance, really holding everything in, and kind of expanding it gradually throughout the ride. And that's pretty much it. So we got 30K ahead. Let's go. Dude, it's here, man. I've been dreaming of this day. The package from Rise, baby, let's go. Oh man. Our good friends at Rise wanted to work with me and I wanted to work with them. So we got my first package from any sponsor. And that makes me so excited because I've been dreaming of this day since I was a kid. Working with a team like Rise is a huge opportunity for me. They have a lot of hardworking individuals behind their brand, and knowing that, it pushes me harder to work every single day. This is sick. Race day essential right here. We're gonna have the dad cap on, going through the finish line. New running hat, for sure. This is what I'm most excited for. So now my neighbors will see me running down the street with my shirt off and a weighted vest. I feel like I'm in Call of Duty right now, bro. Got the armor plates and stuff. My stake temperature tracker fell out of my bag. So we actually don't know how cold the water is, but I remember in elementary school we learned this thing. It's about -5.
I think it's like about swimming last week here, but then it rained and I was like, no.
I think it's like 10 Celsius. I had a thermometer, but I lost it, so
Yeah.
it's cold. We'll just put it like that.
It's doable, but it's not fun.
We just broke my swim cap. I should have known. I pulled that shit so hard. And I've had this for so long, but that's okay. We don't have my spare. We're gonna have to go swimming without it because we're here and we're not just gonna swim because I'm gonna get hair in my way. But this is gonna suck a lot more because I got long ass hair. And that swim cap does me wonders. So it is what it is. Just one of those situations where you got to become prepared for something like that. This is a $5 swim cap, and I should have more in my bag. Wish me luck. How was that? That was pretty solid. We got the swim done. Last swim of prep, 1,000 meters or 1 kilometer at a 1:54. I mean, we had some adversity and we overcame it. I'm really not complaining with that. I think the swim's ready to go. Water felt like a breeze as opposed to 2 weeks ago when we were freezing our butt off just walking into the water. So swims on lock, runs on lock, Now, really just got to make sure we hammer out that bike, and I think we're ready. Training's all done. There's really nothing left for me to do. We're gonna clean my bike, pack up all my gear, make sure I got all my nutrition, water, hydration. We'll arrive at Vic at 8:35 on the dot, as long as these ferries are accurate. Go check in, go to the Airbnb, kick it, chill, check the course out, maybe hang out with some buddies who are also doing the triathlon, and then we race. I'm definitely getting a little bit nervous, but I'm excited and I'm fired up for what's to come. A lot of things go through my mind, like, did I train enough? Am I doing enough? Am I prepared? Do I have my nutrition dialed in? Do I feel ready? Am I mentally ready? All these things come through my mind, but then I kind of just sit, meditate for a minute, let it clear, and continue on with the plan. And I think if I follow through with the plan accordingly, I'll be able to execute. And when race day comes, that's the only thing I'm going to be thinking about. What up, Pat? Saturday comes, we arrive in Victoria, and I arrive at the venue, and it was a very humbling experience. That's it, man. At that moment, I realized that it was more than just doing the event. It was overcoming the adversity that I set into stone leading into the event. It was overcoming and persevering and getting out of the dark place that I was in mentally. And that's what truly brought me to doing the half. Seeing top-level athletes, riders, triathletes, people from all walks of life sign in, I knew that I wasn't in it alone, and there was people out there who've been preparing even longer and harder than I have. You ready to go? Let's go. Got my wetsuit on, and at that moment, I knew it was game time. In transition, we made a very quick transition with around 5 minutes. After that, I hopped on my bike, and that's when things got really scary. It was pouring rain and freezing cold, and I was in a one-piece tri-suit that's sleeveless. I was pacing pretty good at around 32 kilometers per hour, and then we got to some really hilly sections. Once we got off the bike, my legs were cramping and seizing like crazy. I knew I didn't bring enough fuel, and it's definitely something I should have worked on and improved on in training. But nonetheless, I pushed through and I worked as hard as I could, knowing that I was going to reach the finish one way or another. As the last 500 meters came, I felt like I was going to tear a quad. I was in so much pain, and all I could think about was just crossing the finish with a big smile on my face, and that's exactly what we did. We pushed through, we got to the end, and we were just stoked that we got it done, and we completed the task. When I had originally signed up for this, my goal was to complete it, and complete it to the best of my ability. And I definitely think I did, considering the obstacles that came my way. It was such a tough course, the water was freezing cold, the bike was gnarly as hell with all the rain and wind, and the run was muddy and wet. But we got it done, and we pushed through, and we worked as hard as we could. When I had originally signed up for this, my goal was to complete it, and complete it to the best of my ability. And I definitely think I did, considering the obstacles that came my way. There's more to everything that I've been doing. I've been working so hard for this moment that there's no point in me stopping. I've inspired a lot of people, and a lot of people have inspired me. Anyone is capable of achieving their goals and dreams and making them a reality as long as you persevere. Adversity will come your way, but if you work hard and you push through, you'll be able to get it done. Dude, why are you still training? Job's not finished. Ironman Canada, here we come.